Jordin Star, and this, extremely belatedly, is the video for day number 126 of my Song a Day project. And the song that I'm doing is Battlefield by Jordin Sparks. Don't try to explain your mind, I know what's happening here. 1 minute it's love and suddenly it's like a battlefield. One word turns into a war. Why is it the smallest things that tear us down? My world's nothing when you're gone. I'm out here without a shield. Can't go back now. Both hands tied behind my back for nothing. Oh, these times when we climb so fast to fall again. Well, we gotta fall for it now. I never meant to start a war. No, I never wanna hurt you. Don't even know what we're fighting for. Why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield, a battlefield. Why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield, a battlefield. Why does love always feel like? Can't swallow our pride, neither of us wanna raise that flag. Oh, if we can't surrender, we both gonna lose what we have. Oh, both hands tied behind my back for nothing. Oh, these times when we climb so fast to fall again. I don't wanna fall for it now. I never meant to start a war. No, I never wanna hurt you. Don't even know what we're fighting for. Why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield, a battlefield. Why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield, a battlefield. Yes, you better go and get your armor, get your armor, get your armor. Yes, you better go and get your armor, get your armor, get your armor. Yes, you better go and get your. We could pretend that we're friends tonight. Oh, and in the morning we wake up and we be alright. And maybe we don't have to fight. And I don't want this love to feel like a battlefield. A battlefield, a battlefield. Why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield, a battlefield. Yes, you better go and get your armor. I never meant to start a war. No, I never wanna hurt you. Don't even know what we're fighting for. Why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield, a battlefield. Why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield, a battlefield. Yes, you better go and get your armor, get your armor, get your armor. Yes, you better go and get your armor, get your armor, get your armor. I never meant to start a war. Don't even know what we're fighting for. I never meant to start a war. Don't even know what we're fighting for. A battlefield, a battlefield, a battlefield. Why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield, a battlefield. Whew. That was my rendition of Battlefield by Jordin Sparks. Really did my voice in. And my energy. Whew. This is like the first day it's been like hot this year. And if I was actually doing this on a decent schedule, it would still at least be nighttime and I would not be like sweating my butt off out here. You know it's bad when singing makes you work up a sweat. But yeah, I don't know how low you're gonna have to have had to turn your speakers for that not to have had really bad mic distortion, because it's one of those really powerful songs and my camera doesn't handle those well. And I don't know, I was sort of trying to compensate with my voice, trying to like not do it so intensely, not like exactly muffle it, but not do it so intensely. I was like leaning back and like, get your armor! But it sounds really great back here, but it ends up sounding terrible on the camera mic. Yes, Kristin needs to save up money and get like a digital video camera instead of using her camera for both. But anyway, the image quality on this is very good most of the time, but sound not so much. But anyway, I don't know how bad the mic distortion is going to be. Probably pretty bad. And I was trying to sing it not as loud, but you know, it might be both negatives instead of having helped. It might be, you know, that I altered it so it's not going to end up sounding as good as it would have. And there's still going to be mic distortion, but hopefully it won't sound bad. But anyway, it feels weird having done that song without even having done a Pat Benatar song yet, because the reference in that song, of course, makes me think of Pat Benatar's "We are young, heartache to heartache we stand, no promises, no demands, both of us knowing love is a battlefield." Which I'm sure must have been where the reference came from. But yeah, the only Pat Benatar song that I've performed is "We Belong," and again, that's one of the ones I'm going to do as part of my like block of talent show songs coming up in the not so distant future, probably. But yeah, I think it just sounded good on that little part I did of "Love is a Battlefield," so I should probably do that. But yeah, so yeah, it feels weird doing a Jordin Sparks song that like references a Pat Benatar song without having yet done a Pat Benatar song as part of the project. But I'm doing things in kind of a weird order for the project, I guess. I sort of just hone in on a song and do it. But this one, I was on such a bad schedule. This is like the worst schedule yet. I was on such a bad schedule, I was still learning the song when everyone else is halfway through the next work day. So I really have to get a handle on time management, like seriously. But it's a really good song, and I remember really liking it when it was out. And I had to watch the music video a few times on YouTube to you know, get certain parts of it down, because it's actually got quite an immense amount of lyrics and chorus repeats and stuff, and so trying to get the lyrics and the order down was a bit of a challenge. But yeah, it's a good song, and I think I did get it down all right. Hopefully it sounded good. I think that song was used in the Disney Channel movie Avalon High from, I guess it's probably already like 4 or more years ago now. But interesting movie where like this high school was really like people who were reincarnations of King Arthur's court or something. Kind of wacky concept, but I think they used that song in that movie. I guess it was kind of apropos because there was like this sort of battle going on. But yeah, I watched it recently when it was re-airing, and I do think I remember hearing that there. And also, Jordin Sparks at one point guest starred on the Disney Channel show The Sweet Life on Deck. Not so great at acting. A lot of times when you see music people or sports people guest star on shows, they're like a little stiff and sound kind of rehearsed, but she is a really good singer. And I can't really criticize acting because, you know, that's something that I need to work on. I'm interested in getting into acting, but not so good at it. I say it's because I'm so good at being real, which is true. But anyway, forget what else I was going to say. Yeah, some of the imagery in the music video is neat, like the you know, like the being out in the field, the open sky and stuff. I keep looking up at the clouds, like, oh, I should include that in my video. Like, maybe I should get more artistic with these videos instead of just standing here in front of the camera. But that's a little more challenging, especially with you know, my little camera and limited videographic skills. But not like I'm downplaying my abilities, but you know, this is a lot of work as it is. Oh my goodness, I was just thinking a little while ago, oh, this is getting really exhausting. And then I realized though, oh my goodness, I already passed the 1/3 mark, didn't I? Not that that doesn't mean there's not 2/3 still to go, but, well, less now. But yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is really tiring. Not like I'm abandoning ship, but, and then I was like, oh my goodness, it's like 126. That means I'm past the 1/3 mark. How did that even happen? It totally snuck up on me. I was gonna put like an extra thing up to celebrate the 1/4 mark, last thing I knew, but boom, here we are past 1/3. Crazy. Not that I'm happy about time flying like that, but as far as the project goes, that's definitely an accomplishment and makes it a little less stressful thinking about all the time to come for, you know, doing a video every day. It is time consuming. consuming and exhausting. But if I was a little more on top of it and planned ahead a little better and, like, you know, had things well in hand with getting the song down, recording it, and editing it. And if I didn't do so much of the banter, the editing would not be such an ordeal. It takes like over an hour sometimes. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so I should try to work on that and try to work on keeping the time of these down. But I always have so much to say. See, that's what happens being a bit of a recluse. I just have to talk. So you are my victims. But anyway, I guess that's pretty much all I was going to say about it. Oh, yeah, Jordin Sparks has a lot of good songs, and the first song I knew of hers was Tattoo, but lately I've been trying to get it in my head. Like, I've been trying to, like, sing the chorus in my head or whatever, and I can only remember a small part of it, so I have to listen to that again. I just remember, just like a tattoo, always have you, or whatever it is. I have it, like, on the tip of my brain, as my friend Allison from high school would have said. I don't know if she did that intentionally or just mixed up the expression, but whenever I say that now, I think of her. It's on the tip of my brain. But anyway, yeah, so Jordin Sparks has a lot of good songs, and I might do other ones. I don't think I own any of her music, actually. I had planned on getting one of her CDs at some point. But anyway, so that was my rendition of her song Battlefield. And sometimes when I'm rehearsing a song, it kind of jives with something that's going on, and I've been working intensely trying to coordinate rescue for cats in urgent need who need to be saved, and I was just thinking about it when I was, you know, going through the song in my head and doing that, and just like it's a battlefield. It's this huge monumental thing, and hopefully people will join with me to reform the system, because it is terrible. You know, other than human citizens, who should actually be considered citizens but aren't, need protection, and people rounding up animals and caging them and killing them, and all the harm, the torture, the murder is absolutely unacceptable and needs to be stopped. And I feel like I'm fighting by myself a lot of the time, and you know, spending like almost entire nights awake trying to network to get cats off of death row and stuff, and no rescues want to work with me anymore, and everybody just, it is extremely stressful. Like, I am concerned for my health, and I keep saying I need to get off the internet, but then I'm like, of course I have to be on the internet to do my project, you know, put my videos up each day, but really, for my mental health, I do need to spend much less time on the internet. But you know, when animals need me, I need to be there for them. But I do think that in the long run, if I could focus on getting people together to reform the system, to put their collective foot down and say the violence has to stop, I think that that would be the most help overall. But whenever I do see an animal in need of help, though, I do what I can to help them. So, but it does feel like a battlefield, so that was the original point of what I was saying before I got into my PSA, which is important, and I should talk about important things on my videos sometimes instead of just random trivia and banter. But this is probably getting extremely long now, and I think I said what I have to say. So anyway, once again, that was my rendition of Battlefield by Jordin Sparks for day 126 of my Song a Day project. As always, thanks for listening, and please check back often. I'm Kristin Starr. Peace! There's my duck buddy Jake. So adorable. He just flops wherever and conks out like that. And there's my sweet girl Lily.